Hello everyone, I'm Darth Browner and welcome to the next part of my Ace Attorney Justice for All playthrough. In the previous video we had the first part of the Turnabout Big Top Trial where Max Galactica has been accused of killing famous ringmaster Russell Berry. The trial proved some interesting plot twists and some bizarre testimonies from Benjamin Woodman and his ventriloquist puppet Trilo, who was obnoxious, and Mo the Clown, who really was a pain in the ass with his poor jokes. He claimed to see Max Galactica, as he's assuming, as he is insisting it is, flying off after plonking Russell Berry. Well, that's where things take an interesting turn. So, without further ado, let's get on with the investigation phase. Nick, what is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yeah, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls is a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she pulled her thumb next to her left hand and it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow, how did you do that, Nick? Like, you're a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that, Max. I'm really not helping my confidence here, man. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trio just isn't going to work. You enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trio. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training. Whoa. Yes, Trio wouldn't give up until I said we'd try this new idea for a routine. So we're trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See, even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once you got a grip on the basics, it's just a matter of practice. Do you think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yeah. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted. Right, man? Oh, yeah, that's right. Then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? I would have thought it was a ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. What did they really saw? I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her now, even now. Really? That's so sweet. If you really wanted to see Regina, why shouldn't you check out the tent? You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you wouldn't know. You'd know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. And your body aches for your partner's love. That's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Oh my, she's so red. It's like fine tomato. So how is this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routine's a secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. I thought we should aim for the world. Who do you think he is? Trina, you seem to be really fired up about all this. He needs to realise that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trino Quist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain or parade, but with a more mature song be best. Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up, you'll be a part of this too. Oh, it's you two. You're like you just got hit by a truck, shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma has always got her eyes on us. Every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who is in that room, behind the window out there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon Miss Von Karma's going to start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Oh, Francisca Von Karma. When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go out there and check it out. Alright, welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Oh, he's in a awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is? Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this, it's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is probably a weapon of bowel destruction. Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. Okay, what is your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. Exactly, it's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. I did it! What's going on? It's been too nice. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think I was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes with no one busted out laughing. We even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly, how can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I didn't see a sight block, you must be telling the truth. Oh, my sweeties! You guys hurry up and get me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by, and since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. But it would surely be a necessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. Much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favour to ask of you. Aiming for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I cannot simply tolerate. Ambition, huh? Saying about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties will hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. Sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me, I'm really sick of telling the story. What can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila, here, take a look at this. I just wanted to have a picture for the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail. Savage, Phoenix. Savage. Goes too. Huh? You seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He makes us worship it every day. He makes us bow to its greatness. He's got a big bust. I'm wondering more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I said about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, bust disappeared. Disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. I think this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Oh. Is there anything else that changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can say. If he's actually thinking about this, or if he's setting a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. Quiet Mur's a good Mur, my butt. I guess there really aren't any other things that changed now. Well, there is one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us! Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, a piece of paper was posted front and centre. Piece of paper? It's tall, so I don't know what it said, but I can see its title. Ah! It says to the murderer. Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it's been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his coat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what this is. But that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this out, Nick. I knew it. Fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 o'clock tonight at the lodging house plaza. Tonight at 10 o'clock? That's when the murder took place. Now we have to find out who called out the ringmaster. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. With Ms. Von Karma. Oh god, that's a weird noise. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound? It's Ms. Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna get out of here, quick! See you, pal! I didn't know the Gumshoe could run that fast, so much for being flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in their teens. Well, let's go inside, it's freezing out here. Spiders, ow! Biting his lashes from a whip. Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix? Right. Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix, right. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think you might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big. Huh, I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could, you can hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? Conclusive witness, you must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. Don't worry about her, I'll just try and find out more about the information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? Doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again and one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma? Exactly right, it was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles is like a little brother to me. A little brother, but Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone, huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then, with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honourable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own two hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. I already told you this once, don't make me do it again. Don't bring his name in front of me again, okay? Nick. Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes, pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? Detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well. That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope on the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. And one night they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me, he was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was, that's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame, since I think that he was always too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performance, perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. What if he spoiled Regina? Regina is so cute, she's truly a princess. Truly a princess? You sure that's a good thing? I just had a hint of a grudge against Regina. I'm sorry to ask, why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs are badly damaged. And you can't walk now? Can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? Cyclops. Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago, what in the world went on in the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. You went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. When I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced it was all a dream. I just couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw... What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. Seeing the crime was right below your window? That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure, there's no doubt in my mind. Nick? The bad thing about this. Ah, Nick. Wonderful. Today's show must be filet and phoenix. Stay, heel. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson, but I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dan? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I loved my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she didn't seem all that broken up that I felt there. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked to my dad. He told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. If someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. It's kind of sweet. I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. Although I think that everyone's doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Just to go back and clear something up, why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He does something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles, it's really beautiful, you should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney, huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning up that request. Yeah, you're really gonna do it? Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? That piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it It's near around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Akira's breakfast in the morning. That's why I also take out the trash in his room. I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realise the piece of paper was in your pocket. Yeah, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did, I stuck it up there, how do you know? So you nearly put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Nick, it's me. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey attorney style. Yikes. Ah. I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him, I really did. Nick, you... I swiped it while Monkey was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean, I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then I'll take you into the circus and get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? Doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention it's not something any girl I know would actually wear. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be right. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello. Welcome to the Berry Big Circus. Okay, look, it's a cafeteria. It smells so good in here and those burgers are great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted bun, special sauce. Absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet I can tell by this. Oh, wow, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Now what the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved to wrestle. You've heard Akira's story, haven't you? Harry's a doctor when he was younger. calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Accurate search said he couldn't go on. He was upset. Yeah, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up and try to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Maps would still be an issue, though. Maps? Maybe a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. Probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. No. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know, a tragedy? What is he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it, it's nothing. Nothing at all. He must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, correcto mondo. Does he mean ding? No, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think about that? That's what you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. It sounds like you're talking about something a long time ago. Hey. No, I'm right, aren't I? So now we're getting close to the truth. It was about 6 minutes ago, it was just a little accident. Give me a break, us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 minutes ago. And before I carry on. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you, you really got that for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. I wonder if guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina, that costume is yours, right? Tried it on, but it didn't fit me. This costume isn't mine, it's Leon's. Leon's? You know, the line she talks about. Oh, when someone killed. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and he opened his mouth, you know. Okay. Usually when he did that, I put my head into his mouth. Oh, you put his head into a lion's mouth? Sure did. People in the crowd always love seeing me do that. They always start screaming. Sure they would scream because they loved seeing you do that. Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright there, wasn't it? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. That's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Now we can prevent this. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 minutes ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay, it's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. See instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during practice, right? How did you... I told him so many times, you shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. By putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, promise wouldn't say anything, he promised. He's involved in this too. He's involved? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person who promised you wouldn't say anything? It must have been Afro, right? How did you... Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Afro. Just like you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that be better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. That's all he's ever going to be able to do. Let's see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. The brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers. Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. Fell in love with Regina, trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were in, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why do you do that? Don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin. No way, that's impossible. Smoking lie, a flying murderer. Why did it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious, what was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Yeah, you should have some pepper. There he goes again, that's not his normal crazy self. Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. You think so? You sneeze with pepper and sip on a banana peel? That's classic, basic clownsmanship. Girlie, I know you golly understand that. Nick, I think I'm a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen such a cute a sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. Bat? From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? Ah, Mr. Right back again, I see. Well, you did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? I'm back because after his hiding, why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows what we know. Well, it seems like you've got things you want to talk about, so far away. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident during practice. An accident during practice? Yeah. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. That was the real cause. You have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. I think maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why did I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. But it's a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. No, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about that from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue? Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Cut down together, that was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the centre of the same accident together, like always. I see, but an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken out of Crow's last sight lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. If it wasn't anyone's fault, do you care to explain more? Akra, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her, saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney, you've got quite a set of eagle eyes. You know, a tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina? I've got proof of that. What? What are you talking about? Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. This? Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro's breakfast in the morning. You wrote this and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago, my younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. It's insane. Didn't you know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. That lion was very old to begin with, and he brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. Just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. And Leon attacked me and that's how I ended up. Not bad. He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina. They're such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf? It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. Him? Leon, obviously. Oh. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick. I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma, I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let us go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Oh, it's all coming together alright. And the final part of this case will be in the next video. This has been Darth Runner. Thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you on the next video. Ciao for now, everyone.